Hey, we're live. All right. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hello, everyone. All right. Everything seems to be working great. Let's go over to the YouTube and see what's going on there. YouTube. I love the reverb I get every time here. All right, let's see who's in the chat here on the YouTube. All right. Do do do. All right, guys. So I took I took kind of an aggressive entry here on copper, real quick. Let's just go over and talk about it. It popped up on the zone scanner, and if you've got the Trend Cloud day trading system, and you're using everything together, it comes with 6 different indicators that you use together to read the charts. And when copper popped up on the zone scanner and I saw how strong everything was to the downside, there's a lot of market sentiment to the downside today, and you can see it on your zone scanner here. So copper popped up on there, and as you know, the metals, they open up a little bit before the live stream starts, around 8:20. So this 15-minute opening range formed. And I mean, let's just go over it real quick. It's on our zone scanner. Market sentiments to the downside. You take a look at that 4-hour chart. A very strong downtrend, right? Strong downtrend. And look, what we were talking about yesterday was the difference between an impulse phase and a corrective phase. And you can see very clearly we're in an impulse phase, right? Got a downtrend. Candles are red, trend cloud is red, and we're cycling down. Okay, so that means we're in an impulse phase and momentum is on our side. That's very powerful on the high time frame. And then we started breaking through this, this rally-based rally here on the 4-hour chart, and you can see this is really not technically a rally-based rally. It's a rally, and a rally. But on a lower time frame, that's we'll probably see that. Let's look at it on the 1-hour chart. Okay, yeah. So you can see the difference here. So this is definitely you've got this rally, base rally. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 basing candles on that 1-hour chart. And, it ripped through that. So let's get rid of this. So we broke through a formation here that broke structure. That's very powerful. That is very powerful. So then, we look at the middle chart and we say, okay, we're below negative 100. That's great. So now we've got the present momentum, right? Middle chart is what's going on right now. And that momentum is to the downside. Thank you, Richard Lambert. Richard Lambert is the one who invented the commodity channel index back in 1980. Very smart man. So downtrend on the high time frame, downtrend on the middle time frame, and momentum is with us on both charts. Do you guys see when you should really go for it in these situations? When you've got trend on the high time frame and the middle time frame, and look, it's color coordinated here, right? And I even put it on the low time frame as well. All 3 time frames, down, and down on the trend. You can see color coordinated, right? Just put that trend cloud up there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're down. Now, cycling down and momentum down on that high time frame, momentum down on the middle time frame. Hey, let's put that open range breakout strategy in play. It's on our supply zone scanner, and market sentiment is to the downside. Go for it. Okay. So I originally had this up here, okay, boxed out like this. Okay. And we've all seen that happen. This would be, if it broke out to the upside, this would be that bull trap. But I saw how this was moving. It was moving pretty fast. And I said, okay, well, it's forming, we're forming this drop base drop here. So this was, let's open it up and I'll show you, right? We're seeing this drop base, and then this is the drop right here. So, we were forming that, and I said, all right, well, we've got a ton of momentum here, and actually, right there. So $100 risk right above that previous day's low. And now we've got some more structure down here, right? When there's that much momentum to the downside, right? When you have that much momentum to the downside, you really have to short this thing right into the curve. And for those of you who, this is an online trading academy. There is a bunch of us that went to online trading academy in here. And that's a term that they use for like a market edge. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like, and you'll see that on your high time frame. Okay, so you see how this here is a market edge. You've got your swing high, your swing low. It pulled back, broke through that structure. So this would be the market edge. Now that we've broken through structure, this has become the market edge. Okay. And if we're looking at the 4-hour chart, then, we would call that the curve, right? And it's basically the controlling swing high on the highest time frame. That's what the curve is. All right. Good morning, Hitch. Tanking big time. Oh, really? PGM, Platinum Group Metals. That's interesting. Really? That's very interesting, because look at platinum. Well, it makes sense, right, guys? Because look at market sentiment. This is the zone scanner, Hitch. This comes with the whole system here. But look at this, man. This is the market sentiments to the downside. So the company, now the futures contracts. So this right here, Hitch, anything in the futures market, as you know, is reflective of the stock market, right? So before you trade stocks, people usually go to the high time frame, like the daily chart of whatever market. Like if you wanted to trade that PGM, you would go to the platinum, right? You'd go to the platinum futures, and I bet that's really tanking too. Yeah, look at that, man. Look at the daily chart here on the platinum futures, Hitch. So you'd go here first, and you would take a look. Come on, TradingView, what you doing there? There you go. You take a look, and look what we got on the futures, right? We just broke structure on that daily chart of platinum. What a rip down. Look at that thing, man. My gosh. Here's your I guess you could say this is a rally base drop right here. Let's go right to where there's value. There's your zone right there. That's your controlling swing high. That's your controlling swing high right there on platinum. So go back to the 4-hour. So you would look at that, and when you look at the 4-hour here, we can tighten up on it now, right? We can see it now. There you go. So when you look at this, now on platinum, we are extended. Look at that. We're coming into the 9th wave. We're coming into the 9th wave on platinum here. And we're just starting to turn up. So platinum might be hitting a bottom. Platinum might be hitting a bottom. Okay, take a look at the opening range on platinum. It is on our scanner. Let's go to that, back out to the high time frame. All right, there's nothing there on the daily 4 hour. Way too far back, nothing. You'd have to go to the continuous contract. So, that leads me to believe platinum might be bottoming out. Okay, so when we see something like this, guys, we may look, 8 forming that 9th wave. So in this particular case, I think we might be looking for some kind of double bottom, right? And then when we break structure on that double bottom right here, we can start looking for, some kind of reversal. This would be the first sign of a reversal on platinum. Okay, now let's look at the stock, PGM. That's really cool. PGM. PGM, Platinum Resources Limited? PGM. Platinum Groups. I don't see it on here. Go all. Huh. Am I putting the right symbol in there, Hitch? PGM? I don't know if that's it. Platina Resources Limited, I'm looking at. Ooh, well, that looks really weird. I don't know. But so that's what went on with the metals today. So metals is really dropping. So, with all of that momentum, and look what we've got here. We've got a really nice move out, breakout of that opening range. And we really want to take a target. We've only got one, right? So we've hit 2 to 1, right? Right there. There's our 2 to 1. Okay. Why is that not, I hate it when it does this. Target. It's pulling back. I don't know why TradingView is messing up right now. It's really pissing me off. But if it comes back, we got to close it out because we don't want to. All right, let's do this. Let's see if it'll let us do this. We want to definitely take our 2 to 1. There we go. Okay. For some reason, it's just not letting me do it. So, yeah. So, we want to lock in because we only have one contract. The rule is, right, the rule that I came up with for my personal trading, if you have only one contract, okay, I really want to make this clear. If you only have one contract, you must take the 2 to 1 target. Must. Okay, so if this continues down, great. Then drag this down to the 3 to 1. Then drag it down to 4 to 1. Okay, you have to take the 2 to 1 because in my back testing, okay, let me pull up the data. In the back testing here, okay, on your trading journal, my back testing shows that 2 to 1, okay, you get this with the trend cloud system, guys. If on 2 to 1, it's around 76% or something like that. When you've got trend cloud on your side, high time frame, middle time frame, and the momentum's on your side, 76% of the time, this hits 2-to-1. And there you go. It ripped right through that 2-to-1, right? So I'm going to take this and place it right above that can. We still have like 12. We still have like 12 minutes left, So we'll leave it alone. When this candle closes, we're just going to follow it down candle by candle, and we don't know how much it's going to give us. We don't know. It's going to give us what it's going to give us. We got into the trade, and and that's it. So so that's the thing there. I'm going to put an alert right here to remind us that come on, TradingView. Wow, TradingView is really messing up today, isn't it? 300 in the green, $300. So let's oh, there it is. Okay. Wow, that's so weird, man. It's not letting me grab the line. TradingView, you're acting weird. So yeah, so that's pretty much what we've got to do. We've got to just stay with it. We just have to stay with it. That was only $100 risk, and it happened very quickly. It would have been nice to put 2 trades on there. I'm going to start doing that with you guys now. I'm going to put I'm going to start putting multiple contracts, separating them on TradingView. Okay. So up 325 now, and take a look. Here's the market edge, guys, right here. This is a possible turnaround point. Okay, I've got the top of the demand zone here, right at the top of the basing candle. Okay, so now what we can do here, open this up, go to your Fibonacci extension, right, and swing high, swing low, and back up. Okay, so we're almost at that. That's actually a great target right there. 1.272. That is a very common Fibonacci extension. That's a very common Fibonacci extension that that people use and people look at. Okay, so yeah, so that is what we're looking at there. I'm going to post the YouTube. Okay. I'm going to post this in the chat here for everyone on TradingView. Okay. In case you want to go watch everything on YouTube, I have that chat open as well. And guys, if you want Trend Cloud, just jump onto the website. Just go to chrisgiuliano.com and you'll see if you want to pick up Trend Cloud and follow along with us there. I also have the free trade plan is on there. So follow close on that free trade plan and you will see what we do here every single day in the Trend Cloud trading room. Oh, that's good stuff. All right. So doing very well. Hopefully we get a nice move down and we can follow this trade all the way. Let's go over it one more time and why we took this. So as you know, the metals market opens up at 8:20 and Eastern. I'm Eastern time, okay, and that's when the opening range starts to form. Now we're expecting, when you're looking at this and you see that your trend cloud system is in a downtrend and you're impulsing down with momentum on that high time frame, guys, you've got to pay attention to that. All right. Is the high time frame trend and momentum equal to the middle time frame trend and momentum? Very simple. Is this equal to this? Well, let's take a look. Red, 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 and red. Yes, it is. So it's color coordinated. So everything on here, okay, everything on here is color coordinated and working. Okay, so almost at 400. That's a great trade. We don't know how far down it's going to go, but we are almost there. We've got 7 minutes left. Okay, that's if we hit that 400 mark, we really want to follow this close. And it's almost there. Almost hitting that. We're almost hitting that Fibonacci extension point. I don't know why this is not working here. Why is that not working? There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was really messing with us. It was really messing with us. With one contract, again, guys, with one contract. Hey, Mariana. Hey, good morning. I didn't see you there. I see you now. With the one contract, again, you want to kind of sandwich it in there, right? You want to take the target. You'll make the most money that way. So if this thing reverses, we get out at 2-1, and we're a little bit below. Here's right here. There's our 3-1, right? Or actually 4-1. This is 4-1 because this was $100. This was $100 risk, right? So we can put our target, right at that 141 mark. Got 5 minutes left. We really don't want to give away any of this, so we're just going to follow this bad boy down, right? 275. We can lock in 300. That would be a really tight stop because we're just starting to hit that. We're just starting to hit. Let's leave it there. Let's follow it candle by candle. We got 5 minutes left. All right, it's going to do what it's going to do. You'll never know what it's going to do, right? But when this candle is still moving, you have to give it enough room for it to. But you see, if it does something like that and completely reverses, nothing you can do about it, right? We're getting close to that area there, and it's doing some funny business, right? So where's our $400 right there? Okay, that's 4-1. That's quite a long, and we only have one contract. So we can't scale out of this because we only have one contract. So we want to take the most money that we can get out of it. That's all you can do. So we've locked in our 2-1. Let's see, can we get that 4-1 there? All right. It's going to do what it's going to do. Looks like it's reversing here now. Hey, no problem. No problem. We made it, right? Let's see. So we've also got, what time is it? almost 9:30. Let's take a look at the other metals here. Let's take a look at silver. Right, silver kind of did the same thing. Let's clear up the charts here. Right, silver high time frame downtrend, cycling down, momentum down. Middle time frame downtrend, momentum down. Great. Opening range breakout, breaks out to the downside, pulls back into the opening range, rips down, right? So on silver, you had it here. You had it here as well, right? Here's your stop loss, $270. That's too expensive, right? We can't go over 200. So we would had to have done that. All right. And then we're in the trade here. Right. That is what we'd be looking at there. So we took everything on copper, right? We took this on copper because it was a little more affordable, right? And it was $100 risk. Great. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right? This was the original risk right here. We were just above right there. $100 risk. And now, there you go. There's your 2-to-1. And we're going to take a little bit more because we don't want to break above. We don't want to break above that candle. Walk away with a little over 2-to-1. Right? And right here is 3-to-1. Looks like it might be reversing. 3-to-1 trade wouldn't be bad, right? Boom. So we made a little more than 2-to-1 on that move. And now it's pulling back. If it does pull back into here, right? If it does pull back into this zone here, we could take this trade. We could take this trade again, but we locked in that profit there. And you'll never know. With one contract, you'll never know. So let's try to put let's try to do 2 contracts, but we're right at that market edge now, right? We're right at that market edge. We just hit that 1.272, but we have to keep shorting this. We have to keep shorting this into, can we look at NO? Can we look at NO? NO? NO. You mean NQ? NQ, Mariana? What's NO? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, pulling back. Let's place. I'll show you how to place 2 at the same time. You would do it like this, guys. Oops. See, it's a little annoying, isn't it? Little annoying doing it like that. There you go. Okay. It is what it is, right? So that would be the setup there. Pulled back a little bit, and now it's going to, do what it's going to do. But with one contract, you never know what it's going to do, and you've got to take that. You've got to take that money while it's on the table. Remember, small gains, right? Small gains. When you have two contracts, now you can let that thing run and swing up and down or whatever, But with one contract, you never know what the market's going to do. So you have to take the money on the table every single time. Because again, 76% of the time when you've got trend and momentum on your side, 76% of the time it's going to hit 2-to-1. So you have to take 2-to-1 every single time if you only have one contract. With two contracts, great. Take that 2-to-1 and then let the other one run. And you can trail that because it's basically a free trade. That is the best style of risk management for doing this. All right, let's see what else we got here. NQ. Let's go to the micro NQ. And we were talking about, okay, what's this thing going to do, right? Well, you've got three choices, right? It pulls back, goes sideways, or it breaks above, or it breaks below, right? So what's it doing here? We're pulled back into the cloud and we're starting to move up. We're in an uptrend, and we're in an early uptrend. Cycling up, momentum is up, right? We just bottomed out here. We broke through structure, right? Break below, pull back, retest. That didn't really break below. That was a retest. We really want to see this break above the 50 here, right? But what did it do? It recalculated. We went up, right? 7, 8, 9, and then it broke, right? Broke down, recalculated, and it started making waves to the downside, and now we broke through that. Momentum is with us. Trend is with us. We really want to see this, break through at least the 50, right? We want to see it break at least through the 50, close, and then pull back, find support at the 50, and do that. That's the plan. Let's see, where can we capture that? Where can they capture that? Well, possibly somewhere in here, right? Here's the opening range is forming. 935 at 945, we'll have some kind of opening range. Maybe it wants to pull back down into all of this support here. We've got a lot of support here. This is the level, right? This is the level here. That broke structure right here. So on the lower time frame, this is the area that broke through structure. Now NASDAQ is on our it's on our short list here, right? Our supply zone. Got back in. I think we got back into that. It's crossing. Okay. Copper. Boom. Totally reversed. Look at that. Totally reversed and started heading down. Now we're coming into that high time frame demand zone, right? So this could push us back up into this area for another move down. But we took the money. We took the money that was on the table, and we put it right into the bank account. Okay, back to silver, what we were talking about here. I'm sorry, NASDAQ. Let's get rid of that. NASDAQ. Okay. So we're actually heading into some supply, right? We're heading into some supply. Previous days opening range. Previous days opening range. Make that red. And there's a lot of resistance levels. Here's the previous day's open, previous day's high. Algorithm is picking up a lot of downward movement here. But look what we've got. We are in an uptrend on that 4-hour chart. Up, up, momentum is up. So, you know, what's going to happen here? We might find resistance up here somewhere, and it pushes it back down. And it pushes it back down, and it's going to push us back down quite a bit, right? From here all the way back down to here. So it might be that people are, you know, trying to get in on that. The algorithm's definitely picking it up, but we are to the upside here, right? We are up, cycling up, momentum is up. And we're breaking above that 50, that line in the sand there, right? So we've got to respect that. So here's the controlling swing high and the controlling swing low. So what we want to see comes up, right? Hits, finds support at the 50, and breaks through, okay? It would be even better if it broke through some structure up here, right, to the left. Right there. But that's always your pattern, right? So let's see if it gives us that. I'll just move that over as a reminder. We'll see if it gives us that, right? Momentum is with us, though. Momentum is with us. We'll see what the opening range does. We'll see what kind of opening range we get. Right at 9:45, we've got some time. Let's look at crude oil. Let's look at crude oil here. Whoa, crude oil is doing something really funky, isn't it? Okay. Crude oil. Go to the 5-minute chart for crude oil, and then put your opening range on there. And you need the 5-minute opening range, okay? There we go, 5-minute opening range. And we are in a downtrend. We're extended. Okay, we're extended on the high time frame. And we've got upward corrective move, right? And we're extended. We might be able to ride this corrective move now, but the problem is that we're inside of this downtrend on the trend cloud. So, you know, we really want to see that break first, don't we? That's structure there. If we can break through that, and then start looking for, you know, our reason to go long, because at this point, we're inside of that high time frame trend cloud, and we might get some sideways movement here. Breaking out to the upside. Do we get a deep pullback? To here? right? Right at that trend cloud base, and then the move up. So we're kind of in between these opposing forces here, right? So we don't have a clean shot. It's like we don't have a clean shot at getting into this because we're in a downtrend everywhere, I believe, right? We're just starting. Okay. See how we went up 7 waves on that 5-minute chart? Pulled back, recalculated, and now we broke some structure to the upside. We're at the recount. We recalculated. Here we go. 1, pull back 2. So it's gonna be bouncing back and forth a little bit here. So not really a clear shot at getting in. So we've got trend going down and all of our momentum going up, right? So what is the best thing to do in that situation? It's kind of like two Mack trucks kind of flooring it and going like this, So we don't really like that situation. We like situations like we had on copper, right? We like this situation. Down, 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 and down. We've got trend and momentum on our side on the high time frame and middle time frame. And man, look at that move. That's too bad. That's too bad. It is what it is. We made money though, right? Wow. Wow. Fake this out. Fake this out a little bit. If we had 2 contracts, it would have been super easy to stay in this trade, right? There's no reason to get out of this trade. There's no reason to get out of this trade, but because we only had 1 contract, you can't take that risk of a reversal, because if you 76% of the time it's going to hit that 2-to-1. So if you only have 1 contract, you've got to take that every single time. And we actually walked away with a little more than a 2-to-1, right? We walked away with a little more than 2-to-1 profit, and that was the play. But if you have more than 1 contract, there's no reason to get out of this trade, right? So excellent. Well done. Let's go over to micro gold. All right, this is what we were talking about yesterday on micro gold, right? Micro gold in a downtrend, cycling down, momentum is down, came into that 4th wave, just clear the chart, pulled back into that 4th wave, and now we're pushing down, right? So we did break through structure here. We've got this right here, this market edge here, right? And it is, in fact, the full width of the trend cloud, right? This rally-based drop is the actual full width of that trend cloud from here to here. So great, let's box that out. And where does that put us on the other time frames here? Gold went extended, 5, 6, push down. It did break through. So, this is an extended 6th wave or 7th wave here. It didn't really mark it. It was like just on the edge. And what did it do? It pulled back, recalculated, and decided to continue down, right? So there's a lot of sellers here. A lot of sellers here. This is a strong supply zone because it formed and broke through structure. Recalculated, broke through structure. That makes it strong. Okay. A lot of strength to the downside on gold. A lot of strength to the downside. Momentum and trend are on our side. Downtrend, downtrend. Cycling down, momentum down. Momentum is down below negative 200. Great. Look how extended we are on that 5-minute. Let's go over to the 15. Extended on the 15-minute. Well, what does that mean? Okay, extended on that 15-minute chart. See how we're not, everything else broke out to the downside on silver and on copper, but not on gold. I wonder why. Well, we're extended. We're extended here. We're hitting that previous day's low. We did break below it, but it's not doing much. It's not doing much now. So because we're extended, it might want to do this, guys. Come up here, recalculate, and then continue the move down. All right, so I'm going to put that, I'm going to leave that on there to remind us. And maybe it wants to pull back, into this high time frame trend cloud. Very possible, right? Very possible it wants to do that. Okay, and we do have this consolidation here. Look at that right there. Let's make that darker. We'll make it, there we go. Oops. Okay. Very possible it wants to do something like that to recalculate and continue the move down. But if we get a breakout to the downside, we're extended. We could take a chance on it, but it might be pretty short-lived. It might be short-lived. So you see how you're just putting that process together and thinking through? That's why it's so important. This is why it's so important to understand, is the trend extended? Because if the trend is extended, that car is going to have to fill up with gas, right? Just like it did here, right? Went 7th wave, 8th wave. Car's running out of gas. It's got to break back above that 50, and in this case, broke back above, car refueled, and continued the downtrend, right? So it took some time to refuel, and now we're continuing the downtrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, average wave. 6, now we're extended. Candles are ice blue. Now it's got to do something. So, taking a trade short here on the opening range, it's a little risque, okay? Let's go over to the micro Russell. And let's see what's going on with the micro. Wow. All right, micro Russell. Let's see here. Crossed over to the downside, high time frame. But we're cycling up and momentum is up. We're still in that downtrend on the middle time frame, and we're squeaking above that positive 100. Extreme low, extreme high, extreme low, breaking back above. A lot of mixed signals, right? And look at this big rejection candle here. Okay, we're kind of sideways on that 15-minute chart. We are sideways on that 15-minute chart there. Draw it just like that. We'll make it gray. Gray to me just means neutral, or consolidation. Nothing going on with the Russell there, right? Very important to see mixed signals. We're still up, but we've got a crossover. We're cycling up. Momentum is up. Bunch of mixed signals, right? Good Lord. Let's just stay away from that. What is it? Gasoline? Harbor. I know. My buddy Chet Freem, he trades gasoline here. New York Harbor. Downtrend. When extended, momentum's on our side, right? It recalculated. So 1 hour chart, it's still recalculating, right? It's trying to recalculate and make that new move down. Breaking out to the upside, we got a whole bunch of mixed signals here. We want more alignment. When this recalculates, breaks through, right? We really want to see if it comes even just down to here. CCI breaks below negative 100. We start to hook down, turn red. Now we start looking. Now we start looking for those, for those supply zones. Comes up, hits the supply zone, and the move down. But we need these conditions to be with us first. Got it? That's what we need. That's what we need. Downtrend, downtrend. Momentum has to be down. Momentum has to be down. Cross below negative 100. Now start taking the trades. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, guys. Let's go back to copper here. Came down, hit that 414, and we're still going, right? Man, I really wish we were still in that trade to see, but that's a win. It is a win. You never know how far it's going to go. And if you only have one contract, oh boy, you better take that 2-to-1. All right. I'll go back to the Dow. S&P. S&P is still mixed signals here all over the place. Uptrend, right? We want to take the context of the highest time frame. 4-hour chart is up. We're early up on the middle time frame as well, and we're starting to break through that 50. So this is the only resistance here. So let's see if we can get a breakout to the upside on that opening range. If we get a breakout, then we'll only be missing one little piece of information here, right? And that's good. If you have one piece of the puzzle missing, you're good. You got 2 or 3 pieces of the puzzle missing, no good. No trade. So we want to see something like this. Break above. Let's break out of the opening range so that we can take some kind of a retest to go long. Okay. And we're going to mark this right here. We'll take it from there to there. That's going to be your market edge. Okay. That's your market edge right there. So we don't know what's going to happen here. Maybe it goes just a little bit past, it does like one of these things and then turns around. You'll never know. Let's just get rid of that. You'll never know. Okay. Very good, guys. So that is how we plan everything out. That's how we plan stuff out. Let's go down. What's this here? We got the 10-year note. We did well on the 10-year note on our last trade. Let's take a look. What were we drawing here? We were drawing out. We were drawing out that triangle, right? And we are still kind of sideways. There we go. And from there to there, right? Draw it like that. All I did was, this is very subjective, okay, guys? This is just, I'm just using the body, the top of the wick and the bottom of the body of the candle. Top of the wick, bottom of the body of that basing candle. Just as a guide. All right. bottom of the wick to the top of the basing candles in this segment. And you can see bouncing around. This is what's going on. Not much there. Aha! What happened here? Let's leave our triangle. That's our classical charting pattern. Broke out of the triangle and completely reversed and broke below. No way of seeing any of that, right? All you can do is observe. Pulled back, pulled into the trend cloud. We were expecting another move up from there, right? Broke to the upside, pulls back. We were expecting to find support right here at that apex of the triangle for another move up. It didn't do that. It did this. That's very bearish, right? That is a very bearish pattern. So how do we trade that? Well, we got to wait for some signals. We're cycling up. We broke through structure, but yet now momentum is up and we seem to be breaking to the upside again. The candles are still green. I don't know. I have no idea. And if you don't have any idea, you stay away from it, right? I don't understand. I can't read the charts. Well, what are you having trouble reading? Well, the trend is up, but the middle trend is down, but yet momentum is up. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't understand. Well, it's because you have a whole bunch of mixed signals and you don't really have a process in place for reading those signals, and then you just mess yourself up. Okay? How about this? Like if I was talking to somebody who was like highly confused about what to do. How about this? Let's put trend cloud on all three time frames. And when everything is in one direction, start looking for the trade. How about that? Let's just keep it real simple. We've got green candles and a green trend cloud on the high time frame. We're cycling up, momentum is up. We got all green, right? Everything is green. Okay. Let's match that to the middle time frame. All right, well, we've got momentum is green, right? We're above the positive 100, but we're still red on this middle time frame. Okay. Well, let's wait. We've got it on the low time frame here. We really need this. We really need these candles to start turning green on that middle time frame. We need to start seeing this. Right? When we start seeing green candles across the board, we can start looking for demand zones. Just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Let's look at soybeans. Okay. Looks like we broke through some structure on soybeans. Okay, we got some mixed signals here, right? Let's clean up the chart. Uptrend, pulled back deep, hitting that 50. Cycling up, momentum is up. All right. We're not quite there yet. We're not quite above that positive 100 yet. And we need to be. We need more of a move up. We need more of a move up for this to break above positive 100 so that we can take the pullback and then the move up. Then we can take that, right? So soybeans, nothing. Corn, aha. Look at this. Look at this. Does this picture look confusing? No, it doesn't. Does you see red across the chart here? I do. This is super easy to read. Do you see how trend cloud color coordinated the whole chart for? You can look at this in 1 second and say, oh, we should be looking for shorts. Downtrend on the high time frame. Cycling down. Momentum is down. Downtrend on the middle time frame. Momentum down. Even if you want, put that cycle indicator on there. Cycling down. Momentum down. Okay. Middle time frame. Low time frame. Down. What do we got right here? Drop base drop and drop base drop. You can see it on the high time frame there as well. That's your first level right there. And it has a middle time frame trend cloud component to it. Pulls back up into here. Next move down. That's it. That is all we could do, is read the chart. Okay. But doesn't that look so much clearer? That is so clear. That is so clear. We have to set that. We've got to set that up. Two contracts, $125. Let's see. Can we do? Okay. So with this, I didn't mean to do that. Two contracts. We know we can have one more contract, right? So put it like this. Put the second now we've got multiple contracts and we can scale out of the position. There you go. There's your setup on corn right there. There's the setup on corn. So we've got 3 contracts all together. I'll separate it like that so you can see. 3 contracts all together. All right. That's what it looks like. Now you can scale out of the position. Take off 2 contracts at 2-to-1, right? And then let that last one run. Completely set up. That's how you would set it up. That's how you would set up multiple contracts on TradingView to scale out of the position. All righty. Can't use Heikinashi. Oh, really? That is a good tip. I did not know that. Let's see here. Heikinashi. Okay, let's take off Trend Cloud. So there's our Heikinashi. Let's open this up. Heikinashi takes out a lot of noise, right? Replay. Caution. Bar replay not available. Very interesting. Good tip, Hitch. Nice, buddy. Never knew that. I did not know that. I guess it's all in the it's in the programming. Just can't do it, I guess. Heikinashi, guys, is a very interesting candlestick, let me show you something here. Do you see how, let's really blow it up. Do you see, guys, how you've got this Heikinashi candle has 2 wicks. This is a doji candle, right? So 2 wicks is basically neutral. Here you've got a red candle, but it has 2 wicks, okay? Neutral, not ready to go. Another candle here, 2 wicks. No good. Boom, right here. This candle right here, let me go to the pointer. This candle right here only has 1 wick, and it's going down. Red candle, no wick on top. This is your entry candle, right? So you would take your okay, so you would take your entry 1 tick below that candle. This is the entry candle because it only has 1 wick, right? And your stop loss would go there, okay? So that's how you would take an entry on a Heikinashi candle. That's how you take the entry on the Heikinashi candle. You would wait for that strong candle. So because the programming of a Heikinashi candle within the candle itself is a little mathematical equation. And when you see just the 1 wick, now it comes down, and this candle here, again, 2 wicks, strong to the downside, strong to the downside, strong to the downside, and here's those 2 wicks again, right? Top and bottom wick, right? That would be your signal to get out. So you get in the trade here, and you are following this down, right? Candle by candle, and there you go. There's your 2 wicks there. So you can trail it that way, right? You can, if you have multiple contracts, you can get out and then let the other one ride, right? And now we would put our stop right here. Nice move. That's how you would enter on Heikinashi. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Okay, so we don't know what this thing is going to do, but corn, we're definitely set up for a nice little corn trade there. How about wheat? Whoa. What's going on with wheat? Let's go back to regular candles, recalculate the chart, put our trend cloud back on there. Upward trend. High time frame, trend is up, cycling up, momentum kind of flashing back and forth to green and red. Okay, it's kind of shaky. And you can see it's pretty shaky, right? I mean, look at that 15-minute chart. That looks pretty shaky. So we're trying to make that move back up. Kind of in a sideways movement here. Sideways movement on wheat. We really need to see this, right? We need to see a break above. Let's make that black. We need to see a break above positive 100 on that CCI. Breaks above the trend cloud on that middle time frame, right? So that we can pull back into that blue shaded area, find some support, and then make the move up. Right, so we'll leave that little plan on there. So when you draw out your lines on your charts, guys, when you draw out your lines on your charts, leave them on there because, that's your plan. That's your plan of action right there. That is your plan of action. Okay. Let's get into the currencies. Let's go through the currencies here. Swiss franc. That looks like a mess. Let's redo everything. That looks like an absolute mess. Okay. Mixed signals, right? We've got a downtrend, but the momentum is up. Downtrend, cycling down, pulled back pretty deep. Looks like it's favoring the downside, right? Got this very bullish candle forming here. So we're coming into a bunch of resistance. A little classical charting here, right? We actually got a little channel. Got a little channel here going, don't we? See, your eyes will start to shape these patterns. Your eyes will start to shape these patterns, okay, when you look at it enough, right? Your eyes will shape those patterns there. So this looks like a classical charting pattern where you get, you get like this, right? This is what happened here. So when's it going to break? We're looking for something like this, right? Breaks structure. And then what do you think happens next? Pulls back, finds some kind of support. And then the move up. That is your classical charting pattern right there. And it did it here, didn't it? Look what it did. Right? Here's the channel. Oops. Right, here's the channel. Sorry, guys. Broke a little bit through, right? And then broke above, broke out of the channel, break above, close above, pulled back, found support, break to the upside, right? Broke through right there. See that? Broke out, found support, break to the upside, and now we're back in it. So that's an interesting observation on the Swiss franc. You can make a note in your trading journal, right? Make a note in that trading journal, Swiss franc, you go here, go into your trading journal, go over here to your note section, right? And you type in Swiss franc, classical charting, Swiss franc channel. And you could write that there. Go over here. You can even put you can put the note, in here as well. But this is your little note section here, all your comments and stuff. You can put that right in there and document that. Document everything. All right. We were talking about that here as well. Here's the euro. Go over to that 4-hour chart. Okay, uptrend, cycling up, momentum is up. We're kind of bottoming out here, right? We're bottoming out on that 50 right there. Here's the 50. That is the 50 simple. And we're in a fight. What do we need to see? All right, we need to see this. What piece of the puzzle is missing for us to go long here? That's what you got to say to yourself. What piece of the puzzle is missing on the euro so that we can go long and rejoin this high time frame uptrend? Well, we need to break above that positive 100, right? So we need to, this candle needs to do a little something more. Maybe, let's break some structure here, right? Let's break some structure. Candles start to turn green. Pulls back into that blue shaded area, finds support, and makes the move up. That's the piece of the puzzle that's missing. Japanese yen. Downtrend. Cycling up, momentum is up. Two opposing forces, right? Okay. Middle time frame. Downtrend extended into that ninth wave with momentum down. Okay, so the present time frame, it's still down. This still could go a little further down. We're just breaking through. We're just breaking through that high time frame demand zone. Well, that's significant. That's very significant. Where does this thing want to go to continue the downtrend? Wants to break above here, and look what we've got there on that high time frame, right? We definitely got something there. All right, let's get rid of this. We broke through that. Recalculate into that supply zone to continue the move down. Starts from 1 again, right? 9 pulls all the way back, recalculates, and then 1. Pull back, 2, 3. Whoops, right? That's what we're looking for. Let's count it out. Downtrend. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Average wave. 6. Starting to become extended. 7th wave. Now we're extended. 8, 9. Really extended. Okay. What does this want to do? We need to pull back. Car ran out of gas. The car ran out of gas here. We need to pull back, recalculate in this supply zone area, possibly to make the move down. Okay. So from here to here, we would now say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 average waves, 6, 7. Okay. And by the time it gets down here, we'll be in the 7th wave. We'll be extended, and we'll be looking for some type of move above, that 50. Okay, this 50 is going to follow it all the way down, like this. Right? That 50 would follow it all the way down. Pulls up, recalculates. That sometimes that happens, in which case we would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull back 6, 7. Now we're extended. Now it's looking to do this. Recalculate again for the move down. Okay. That is how counting waves works. That's how you would count out waves. All right. British pound. What's going on with the pound? The British pound. I don't know what accent that was. It was a very strange accent. Okay. Downtrend. on the high time frame, right? We just started crossing over here. We just crossed over to the downside. There's your that black plus sign. Trend cloud has crossed over, but we're still green, so that's a mixed signal. Momentum is up. We're crossing down. Bunch of mixed signals, right? Cycling down. Momentum is down on that middle time frame. That's good. That's good. Look how short these waves are. Boop, 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 right? Very short waves. Not the best looking picture. We don't like it. Let's move on. We don't like it. Start over here. Crossing over to the downside, 4-hour chart. Nice. Also downtrend on the middle time frame. Cycling down. Momentum is down. We're kind of flashing back and forth here, right? For green and red. Momentum is still up. Okay. We've got a lot moving to the downside. A little bit more force to the downside on this chart, isn't there? A little bit more force to the downside. The only thing that's missing is this. So we only have one piece of the puzzle missing, right? Remember, you got one piece of the puzzle missing. You can still see the full picture. You got 2 or 3 pieces of the puzzle missing. What is it? I don't really know what it is. I can't really tell. All right. So, this little bit better. Australian dollar, little bit better, little more manageable to take a short. Where would we do that? Well, clearly right here, right? Here's your break of structure. And here's the last zone right there. It's got a trend cloud component. Pull back, hits that, move down. Okay, that's what we would be looking for. What's it cost? $70. Great. Let's put 2. And we can do, let's do that 2 and 1, right? Okay, we can only do 2 contracts. Okay, so that'll be 1 contract, and then we'll do it again. I'll do it like this so you can see it. Okay, there you go. There you go. There's your 2 contracts, and we'll do like that. Just so that we remind ourselves we could see it that way. Okay, so that would be your setup right there. We'll just set all of these up and see what happens. Who knows? Something could happen over the weekend. These are set it and forget it trades. Set it and forget it trades. Oh, I wasn't looking at the chat there. Sorry, guys. Chartison, I have a dark background on my chart. How can I change the color of the wave count numbers? Oh, good question. Oh, wow. The wave count numbers. I hope you can change them. Bar color, labels, right? That's the labels there. Labels on price. Oh man, did I not add? I will get back to you on that. I have to look through the code. I might have only made the colors. Oh wow. Thank you for that, Chartison. I will definitely check and see if that is possible. Maybe this? No, that's the I'm going to look at that for you. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you wouldn't because I use the white background. If you're using dark background, you'll need to change those colors. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm going to work on that tonight and make sure I have your email, okay? Make sure I have your email, and I will let you know on that. Okay. And Muna, yes. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at some Forex here. Do. Sorry, GBP. British pound. Yeah. Yep. Okay. British pound. 4-hour chart down. 1-hour chart down. Right, cycling down. Momentum is down. Yeah, we've got some nice downward movement here, right? We crossed over on that trend cloud to the downside. There's your crossover. So trend and momentum on the high time frame equals the trend and momentum on the middle time frame. That one little piece of the puzzle that we're missing is that right down here, right? It's kind of cycling up, but this is still pretty bearish, okay? Because we're below that negative 30 line. So a lot of movement to the downside, force is strong to the downside. 15-minute chart breaking down. Let's see if we can zone in. Let's see if we can zone in on, okay, we do have previous day's close up in here, right? We're just using that for the resistance levels. Let's open this up. That's a bunch of mess in there, unfortunately, right? A lot of consolidation in here. I mean, the only thing you can do, right, is like here's your drop base drop that broke through structure. Maybe this goes a little bit further, right? Right, and you've got it right there. With this, you can really scale out. You can really scale out of this position. I mean, you can take that full range there. It's a little different on Forex, right? But yeah, that's that is your closest. That's your closest zone right there. Rally base or drop base drop. Right in there. Sellers are definitely hiding out in there. And if this pulls back into that supply zone, you're pulling back like this into that CCI. That's great. That looks really good. That looks really good there. Nice. Right? So we're still it would be nice to see a little more of a move down, right? So that we get that full trend cloud 4-hour downtrend going. Otherwise, we might pull back. You know, we might have like a deep pullback on this thing, and that'll mess everything up for us. But yeah, definitely you can take a chance on that for sure. A lot of movement to the down, very strong to the downside there. Built tools to set color. On the also see that would be nice to use the built-in tools to set color size, color and size. You mean these numbers here? I think I can do that. I can do that. To make the labels here, to make the 1, 2, you're saying change the color, be able to change the color and the size on that. Yeah, I think that's pretty easy. I think I can. I think I can program that to do that. Yeah. The main thing is that you know how to count them, right? just line that up with your eye and just know how to count it out. But yeah, I can. Let's see if we can make that happen. Anything else, guys, you want me to take a look at? We kind of went through everything already. This is the Mexican peso. Mexican peso. Same deal, right? Same kind of the same deal as the British pound, right? We've got, we crossed over to the downside, but we've got a little bit more momentum here. See, so now that we've got this is still green. See how that trend cloud is still trend cloud is still green. Okay, trend cloud is still green, and that could mean with this type of momentum on the high time frame, it could mean something like this, right? So you see how you kind of put everything together, and you can sort of predict or speculate, right? And what do we have up there? Well, we've got this very strong rally-based drop. There's a bunch of sellers hanging up here, right? Hanging out up here. Nothing wrong with that, right? In fact, look at all this structure here was broken. There's the breakout, right? Well, where's the formation that did all of this? It's right up in here, right? So we may have something that looks like this, guys, because of this is like a deep pullback on that high time frame. Where did it pull back to? Kind of just pulled back to this little support level. Kind of just pulled back to here. Previous resistance becomes support, right? We'll draw it like that. Maybe that's what it wants to do. But, I wouldn't, like too many pieces of the puzzle missing, right? Too many pieces of the puzzle missing. Don't try to force anything. We want to look for stuff. That same here, right? Same here on so currencies, a lot of mixed signals on the currencies. We're crossed over. Look at how it's the same picture, right? Same picture on those currencies. Yeah, I've seen that. TWLO. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at TWLO. New Zealand dollar, same situation, right, as all the others. Crossing down, momentum is down. We've got more momentum to the downside here. More momentum to the downside. We're just missing that one little piece of the puzzle. We really want that trend cloud 50 simple to be red, right? But we do have red candles. We're crossed over. Red candles. We're crossed over. Cycling down, momentum down. Cycling down, momentum down. Hey, that looks good, right? Broke through all this structure here. Okay, what did all the breaking? Well, we've got one here. All right, we've got that. That did the breaking. And this up here, right? Here's where it started. And this did the breaking. It's got two little zones there. This zone has a trend cloud component to it. See that? This zone here, if we draw from the top of the trend cloud to the bottom of the trend cloud, we'll make it gray. Okay, this is the middle time frame trend cloud, the gray box. And there's your zone. We've even got this drop-based drop that's in here. Can take the full length of that drop-based drop. So this zone has a trend cloud component. This one doesn't. And this also broke structure. So this is the better way to go. Better way to go. Right? We can take 2. Oops, right here, like that. Okay, so that's 120 bucks right there. $120 risk. Now we can scale out of that position. So we kind of put a bunch of fishing lures in the water, did we not? TWLO. TWLO. All right. Let's do it. TWLO. See how we broke above? Trend cloud broke above. Got the crossover. Candles are green and the entire trend cloud is green. See that on that high time frame there? Whereas on the currencies, it was not. So we've got this upward trend. Very bearish candle here, right? Very bearish candle here. If you look left, looks like that. See that gap fill? We've got a gap fill here. We've got a gap fill. So here's the zone and the gap fill. Bounced off of it. And it bounced off of it when it was forming that seventh wave, right? Boom. I love it. I love seeing an extended trend hit a high time frame level of supply, right? So you got this uptrend on the middle time frame here. Got this uptrend on the middle time frame, and it's gone extended, and it hits that high time frame supply zone. Very powerful stuff. Gives you a lot of information. USD and okay. Yep, I'll check that one out too. Powerful pair. I love that. I love that, dude. I love that, man. Powerful pair. Okay. So yeah, so we hit that gap fill rejection. So what happened here? Look how great this is. You have that trend cloud on your chart. Man, it really gives you a ton of information. High time frame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, extended trend. Don't really want to be going short anymore here. Candles turn ice blue. What does it want to do? Car runs out of gas. It's got to come back up here somewhere and refill, right? And that's what it did. Broke above, recalculated, and looks like it kind of wants to continue, right? So we're probably going to get a little bouncing around here on Twilio, and it hit that gap fill, but we're still to the upside. Momentum is down, and we're cycling down because we're still figuring out what to do here. So here's the support level right in here, because we're taking trend cloud and that 50, right? So we're looking at this as support to do that, right? And this is a stock, right? This is a stock that's on the NASDAQ. So we don't ever really want to short this stuff, right? We really want to figure out the best price to buy. Where is the sale? Where is the sale? Well, so you can start looking for your option chains, right in here somewhere, okay? 54.68 to 54.13, right in there. If there's an option chain in there somewhere, that would be where you get it. Oh, but look, okay, so this a little deeper, right? It's really got to close. It's really got to close below that 50 in order to recalculate to the upside. So you're still in the same area, right? You're still in the same area. So that is the plan. That would be the plan on Twilio, Hitch. That'd be the plan on Twilio. Nice rejection candle, meaning We could have a double top, and then it pulls back down in here. You start buying it up down there. There's your area that could be bought. USD knock. USD knock. And all right, let's recalculate here. Whoa, nice sideways movement. Let's open it up. What do we got? Sideways, right? 7 waves up, when extended, pulled back, recalculated. 1, 1, 1, 1, right? Whenever you see those numbers, counting, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. That's just all sideways movement, right? Swing high. This is a little false breakout there. Let's make it gray. Okay. Little false breakout to the downside. Pulled back up into that consolidation. So what do we do? Well, if we're trying to figure this thing out, okay, we've got, let's collapse that. Anything could happen, right? Because it's sideways, right? So we've got sideways, false breakout to the downside. Okay, well, pulled back and just didn't do anything, right? So here's your major swing low, and this would be right here, right? Your major swing high, right? Because here broke below structure. Now that's your low, and this got brought down to here. Then it broke above right to here, and now we're just kind of going sideways, right? So here's your low, here's your high. Everything else is in between. So this is all range bound, right? We're all range bound in here on USD and OK. Range bound, So if you want to go short on this, or you want to pick a direction here, what I would do, okay, we're starting to break above here. See, we're just we're recalculating yet again on the low time frame, and we're just in all this consolidation. Start looking at momentum. Okay, when you start to see momentum equal on the high time frame and the low time frame, right? Cycling down, we really want momentum to be down, right? We want it to look like see, like this, cycling down, momentum down, and then on your middle time frame, crossing below that negative 100. So momentum is down in this area, in this situation. Kind of broke above and then broke back below. We don't really like seeing that. Break extreme high, extreme low, right? Extreme high, extreme low, back and forth. We don't like seeing that, right? So I would just observe this power pair, and there's much better things to trade and make money on, because we want to make money on this stuff. So let's just observe. Let's just observe NOK and wait until we see some consistency, right? I don't know if you were here before power pair, but let me show you what a perfect situation looks like. Where was that? I was on, I believe that was on the, did we see that on the Swiss? Japanese yen. I think that was more on the pound, right? Oh no, it was this here. It was the Australian dollar. Look at the Australian dollar power pair. Do you see red, right? Trend cloud is down, candles are red, cycling down. See that? Momentum is also down, kind of flashed green there. It's still making kind of a decision, but everything's down. See, everything. Put everything on the chart. Let's clear it up so you can see a real clear picture. Okay? Red, red, red. Everything's color coordinated with that trend cloud on there. Put that trend cloud on all 3 time frames. Make it super simple for yourself. Make it as easy as possible. If you're looking at something and you're like, it kind of looks like maybe we could do this, but we don't have that. When all the pieces of the puzzle are there, you take the trade. What are the pieces of the puzzle? Trend, right? Cycles, momentum, right? Multiple time frames. Got to have multiple time frames, and a support and resistance component. Those are those 5 things that you really need: trend, cycles, momentum, multiple time frames, and support and resistance, right? And what we do is we look for supply and demand zones, right? And supply and demand zones, that's like a 6th energy, right? That's like a 6th element. So when you have a supply and demand zone that's got a support and resistance level component inside of it, now you got something very powerful. And remember, supply and demand, that's an imbalance between buyers and sellers. Very different than support and resistance, which is more mass psychology, right? Like, I see the 50 simple moving average on my high time frame, usually bounces off of that. Everyone's looking at that. Everyone's looking at these moving averages, which is why you want to look at a bunch of things together. So with Trend Cloud, what I did was I put together a system of those 6 elements, right? Trend, cycles, momentum, support and resistance, multiple time frames, support, supply and demand. Put all of that together into a system, and what you have is something very powerful. You've got a price action mapping system right on your chart, and it's color coordinated, right? This is like what you do, and we put all of that into the scanner. So this is the supply and demand zone scanner, and you can see all of those components, all those mathematical equations, they're all in here. Okay, so this is everything on here is what you should be looking for supply zones on. And when you look at this in the morning, you can see, oh, wow, market sentiment is to the downside here. So let's start looking for the best contracts to take to go short, and that's that Trend Cloud zone scanner. So all of that you can check out on the website if you just go to the profile here, and you just go to my profile and just scale down, and you'll see it right here. Okay, just jump on there, and you can sign up for that free trade plan right here. And the trade plan goes into everything that I put together in the system, and it's free. You just click onto that, and you can sign up, and I send you all of this, okay? And then you can look at that, watch it. It'll make more sense to you. Take your time with it, and then if you want to pick up Trend Cloud, great. I would love to have a new member. Absolutely. Okay, let's get back to it here. So so when Trend Cloud is red on all 3 time frames, man, you've got a very clear picture here, right? Downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. Momentum is down, right? Now we're starting to hook back up here. We were going down all day today, right? And now we're starting to bottom out. But all day this was going down, and we had a full representation of it with trend cloud. Minute by minute, it's even telling us right now, hey, we're coming down. What this is representing now is this possible movement back to here. That's what this is representing. So it might do like this, right? Pulls back up and then the move down. That's what it's telling us. When this pullback takes place into this supply zone, as long as we don't do this, right? As long as we don't break above positive 100, we're fine. Green light to take this short. We've got the green light to take this supply zone short because this is telling us that we can, right? It tells us what to do every step of the way. Trend cloud will tell you what to do every step of the way. And you can look at it and very easily, there's no confusion. I wanted something on my chart where, and you know, I had friends and family members like, can you color coordinate this stuff? You know, and I was like, wow, that's actually a really good idea. So this is what we built. So there you go. Down, down, down. Momentum is down. We're hooking back up here. So there's only that one piece of the puzzle missing, and that's representing this pullback. You really should document, you know, on your digital trading journal. You get this as well with Trend Cloud, guys, okay? So you get this as well. This is where you put all your data, okay? You put all your data here, your initial balance, what you start off with in the live trading room. We always assume a $20,000 account, and we don't go over 1% risk. And when you keep practicing that over and over again, okay, you will do it in real life. And here are the results, okay? So this is from about a month and a half of trades. And you can see here that sometimes, like at the very beginning here, see the minus sign? Minus, 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 minus. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 losses in a row. 5 losses in a row. Sometimes you'll see that, but we're protected. This is 5 little scrapes on the knee. And then what happened? Big win, big win, big win, move back up, couple of small losses, but we kept increasing. See, here's the losses here, negative, anything that's negative. This is only 2 to 1. Here we went 3 to 1, okay? But this is all 2 to 1, okay? Take a look on the overview, okay? Put everything on the chart. So, you know, about 62% accurate. And in about a month and a half, right? Here's the full month of January, the full month of February, half the month, not even half the month. Okay, so you've got a system that works. You've got a system that works. Continue to work the system, you know. And so you'll get this data, and you'll get all this with the Trend Cloud. Okay. So let's put that back up here. And that's what we do. That's what we go over all the time. Canadian dollar. Oh, I don't think we looked at the Canadian dollar. Let's go over that Canadian dollar there. We've got a few more minutes left, guys. Okay, so you see here, Canadian dollar now. Now we've got all the pieces of the puzzle again, don't we, guys? Okay. And it picked it up, right? There it is, Canadian dollar. It's on our scanner. Do you see how the trend cloud? Do you see how the trend cloud here has now just turned red? That 50 simple Okay, this line here, you see it's green. Now we have red candles, but that line is still green. Now we're red. So we've got a red trend cloud, red candles, cycling down, momentum is down. Beautiful. The high time frame always takes precedence. When you see all of that on your highest time frame, you've got something very powerful there. Okay, so we've got trend, right? Down. We've got cycling down, right? Momentum is down. Now, we've got multiple time frames, okay, that are down on the trend. And where is the support? Where is the resistance now? Now we've got that fifth, support and resistance, and then the supply and demand zone. Well, where is that? Where are those last two pieces? They're up in here. Okay. Grab that box tool, go to that middle time frame. See this? From here to here. That's it. That's what you do. Now go to your low time frame. Aha. Now you can tighten it up and you can see it right away. You see how easy that was? There you go. That's how my eyes get directed to the correct supply and demand zone. All right. So downtrend, 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 cycling down, momentum is down. Momentum is down on the middle chart. Okay, where are we going to look? We're going to look for a supply zone. That's the sixth element with that fifth element of support and resistance, right? So the trend cloud represents, in this particular case, a level of resistance because it's a moving average. And these moving averages are adjustable, okay? Maybe you want to trade something and use, the 5 and the 13. I don't know. That's everything you would put into your digital trading journal and test it. The digital trading journal is also for back testing, very important. So start off, just use the trade plan that I put together for Trend Cloud and just use it that way. Then when you get good at that, you can start expanding out and testing other strategies and whatnot. But there you go. So there is your Canadian dollar trade. And let's set that as well. Okay. There we go. All right. So we can actually let's remember, we can't go over $200, right? 100. So 4 contracts. So why don't we do 2 and 2? 2 contracts and 2 contracts. Okay, there we go. We'll just do like that. So that is how we would handle it. So now we can scale out of that trade as well. All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. Hope you had fun and you learned something. Let people know about Trend Cloud. You can also become an affiliate if you want for Trend Cloud. And all you have to do is post the link. If you think you got value out of this today, guys, go over to my YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, say, hey, man, good job. I learned something. And if you do want to become a Trend Cloud affiliate, you get 30% commission on anything that you sell for Trend Cloud. Okay, so just drop over to my website and you can check that out. But definitely pick up the trade plan and start using this. Let's make some money, guys. Okay, let's make some money and grow that trading account. All right, guys. I will see you on Monday, 9 a.m. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Smash that rocket.